to the Stack Monster Productions of Jaguars basketball here at the Forks River Recreation Center, just outside Beeston, Pennsylvania, on a Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. for the matchup between the Cutting Edge and the Jaguars. Coach Laurie Khalil from Arcadia University will be running the show, as Coach Coleman is in Italia this week. Italy, if you will. So stay tuned from exciting Stack Monster Productions and Jaguars basketball here on the Jaguars Television Network. This is the Stack Monster reporting. Yeah. Coach Khalil goes over opening instructions with the Jaguars here. We see number 3, Tara LaSorza, and number 23, Miss Walsh. Out on the court, number 8, Jacksheimer, number 2, Stackhouse, number 23, Walsh, number 14, Fernandez, and number 3, LaSorza take the court for the Jaguars. With Miss Hats something or other on the bench, number 11. Hats off to the Hat Woman. Fernandez gets a hand up, a hook shot by number 76. Is good for 2-0 lead. LaSorza handles the ball for the Jaguars. She takes it right. She's beat up by the woman with the goggles. Looks like goggles, could be glasses, I'm not sure. Ball's out to Jacksheimer. She finds Walsh. Walsh takes it left, spins right, kicks it back out to Jacksheimer. Nothing to the right, so she swings it back to Walsh. Walsh takes it to the middle. Jump shot, rolls around, doesn't go down. Stackhouse grabs the rebound. Hey, that rhymes. Stackhouse handles the ball, crosses over to her left, looks for a cutter, finds Fernandez in the middle, who gets it to a cutting Walsh. Walsh gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 with 19:07 on the clock. 2 20-minute running halves here at the Forks River Recreation Center as Coach Khalil goes over instructions with LaSorza and Jacksheimer, Jackhammer, I'm not sure. Please forgive me. I'm a man, I'm married, I'm constantly asking for forgiveness. From my wife, of course. As you can imagine, the Stack Monster cannot be easy to live with. First free throw was no good. Second one's off the front of the rim. The Edgers grab the rebound. Bring the ball up. They have a 2-0 lead. Walsh with the good defense. They whistle her for the contact, however. And that'll be a shooting foul. 2 shots for the Cutting Edge as Coach Khalil cleans up the court. Coaching here at the Forks River Recreation Center. No one is above all tasks. And Coach Khalil says, I'll do whatever it takes to keep the court clean. Second free throw, rattles around, doesn't go down. Fernandez rips it down. There's a tie-up, and the Thunder will have the ball. They trail 3-0 with 17:45 on the clock. Jacksheimer has it, kicks it out to Stackhouse. Stackhouse surveys the court, tries to get it into Fernandez. It's tipped away and stolen. Cutting Edge comes down. LaSorza's back on defense, forces the ball into the middle. Jacksheimer is there. Nothing down low for Cutting Edge. There's a pump fake baseline. Shot is too deep underneath, and the rebound ripped down by Walsh. Walsh over to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer with 2 defenders pulls it back out, swings it right to LaSorza. 17:07 on the clock. Back to Jacksheimer over on the right side. Drive to the basket. It's just a little bit long. Offensive rebound by Fernandez. She puts it back in, cutting the deficit to 3-2 with 16:52 on the clock. The Jaguars trail Cutting Edge by 1. Tipped away by LaSorza. She takes it. She loses the handle, so she goes back to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer's shot is short. Stackhouse grabs it but steps on the baseline, and Cutting Edge will have it with a 3-2 lead and 16.5 to go in the first half. They're tipped away by LaSorza. Jacksheimer on the ground, getting down and dirty like it's Groundhog Day. An astute timeout by Coach Khalil, who says, I'm not going to lose a possession right here. I'll take a timeout. she gives a high five to all of the Jaguars as they come to the bench for some refreshment and some instruction. As we go inside the huddle here on the Jaguars television network. It's 16:15 on the clock.
Jackie.
Jaguars in a timeout.
Okay. Stephanie, you're right here. Okay. Fiona, you're right here. All right. Taylor, I'm going to go over here. Okay. So it's a 4 out. Okay. Stephanie, we're just going to get a pick for Jackie. Jackie, you're coming over and stuff. Okay. Stephanie,
There's the first buzzer. Coach Khalil in a full timeout. Good stuff here.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
There's a fist bump, high five of solidarity by the Jaguars as they retake the court following the timeout. Jack-Simer gets it in the Walsh. Walsh kicks it out. Lasorza just a little bit long on the shot. Offensive rebound by Fernandez. She's too strong. Cutting Edge grabs it. Good hustle back on defense by Jack-Simer. But the layup attempt is good in a 5-2 lead. Jaguars have it. Deflected out of bounds by Cutting Edge with 15:50 on the clock. 3-point lead for Cutting Edge. Jack-Simer has it. Lasorza out to left. A screen by Fernandez. Jack-Simer gets over to Stackhouse. Stackhouse dribbles right. Crosses over to the left into Fernandez. Fernandez turnaround jumper off the front of the rim. Cutting Edge has it. They're out on the break, but Fernandez is back on defense, so they have to pull it back out and reset their offense. Tipped away, deflected by Lasorza. A trap. Excellent trapping by the Jaguars as they look to force a turnover. Deflected by Lasorza back to number 22. She takes it over to the right, and it's a bad pass, a little bit long and to the left, and the Jaguars will have it with 15 minutes to go in the half. Looking at it, 5-2 deficit. 2 points on the strength of a Fernandez layup. Fernandez comes out, sets a screen. Jack-Simer has it. They call a double dribble, and Cutting Edge will have it. Jaguars playing good defense. They need to find the answer in the offensive end.
Send out. Jackie takes it.
All it takes is one good possession. Into the middle from the low box, and it rattles in for a 7-2 lead. Jack-Simer has it. Takes it right. Ball's loose. She gets it back. She turns. She looks for someone. She finds Walsh. Walsh out to Stackhouse. Stackhouse to the right. Deflects it back over to Walsh. Walsh has it. Guarded by 2 people. Tries to get in Fernandez. Cutting Edge has it. To the basket. Layup attempt is good. 9-2. Another timeout by Coach Khalil with 14 minutes to go. Jaguars trail by 7. Timeout here on the Jaguars television network. And Jaguars retake the court with 14:01 to go. In game number 11, let's call her Hattie, because I can't remember the rest of the name. But she's number 11 on the scorecard, and she gets the ball. She turns, gets it in the Walsh. Cutting Edge has the ball. They take it. They flip it to the right. Shot is no good. Rebound. Cutting Edge gets another rebound. They miss twice, and the Jaguars have it. Patsy got the rebound. Got it to Walsh. Inside there, Fernandez. Fernandez's shot banks off the right side of the rim and in. 4 points for Fernandez. And the Jaguars now trail 9-4.
Here we go. Good. Good, Taylor. Step.
Fernandez got a hand up. Shot is no good. Walsh deflected the ball over, and the Cutting Edge player, number 35, grabbed the rebound, but stepped on the baseline. And it will be the Jaguars' ball with 12:56 on the clock as they look to cut into the deficit. They trail 9-4. Patsy gets it in, deflected by Walsh, over to Lasorza, back to Walsh. Walsh with a pull-up. No good. Cutting Edge has it. Good defense by Jack-Simer. Hand up by Walsh. Forces a bad shot. Cutting Edge gets it back. off the back of the glass, no good. Cutting Edge has it again. 9-4, 12:25 on the clock. Cutting Edge leading the Jaguars by a score of 9-4. We have a travel as La Sorza got a hand up on the ball, stopped the ball, and forced the suitcase by number 44. What is a suitcase, you might ask? Well, anytime I go traveling, I like to pack a Samsonite or other type of luggage set. We call that a suitcase. 9-4. Cutting Edge has it. We have an offensive foul on Cutting Edge. Jaguars have it. Jacksheimer with the ball. Patsy swings down on the right side. They get it inside the Walsh. Walsh to the right hand, and she floats it up and in with the right-handed hook shot from the low post. 9-6. The deficit is cut to 3. They ride number 21 in the corner. She goes right through the baseline and swings it back to the right side. Tipped away by Hatsy. Out of bounds off of someone from the Cutting Edge squad. And the Jaguars have it, and they can either tie or cut the deficit to 1 on this possession. With 9 minutes elapsed here in the first half. Jacksheimer and the Walsh. Walsh banks it in off the glass and in. And it's a 1-point game, 9-8. As the Jaguars starting to find the range from inside. La Sorza tips it away again. Jacksheimer is right there, forcing a quick timeout by the Cutting Edge coach. And the Jaguars on a bit of a run, and Coach Khalil is happy as can be, and I don't blame her. 10:47 on the clock. Jaguars once trailed 9-2. Now they trail 9-8 on the strength of a 6-0 run.
You see her over here? Come and trap that. Everybody shifts over that.
If she's not defending, do you want me to go to the house?
Pressure on the ball and handle. That's what Coach Khalil is preaching right now.
No, she's the one
Who?
there. Her.
Yeah, you gotta drop back to your spot. All right.
We take a timeout here on the Jaguars Television Network.
1, 2, 3, Jacks. Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars retake court. Cutting Edge will retain possession on the strength of the timeout. Deflected out of bounds. It's staying right there. Quick hands by the Jaguars on the defensive end. One shot's going to be off to the front. Offensive rebound. Too long. Walsh grabs it over to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer has La Sorza in the middle. She flips it to her. Back out to Jacksheimer. She has a look inside the three-point arc. Too long. Run down by Walsh. She gets it into Fernandez. Fernandez gets fouled on the floor. That's a Jennifer Lopez foul on the floor. Stackhouse checks back into the scores table for the Jaguars. The clock runs with 10:02. La Sorza gets a well-deserved breather. Taylor La Sorza, all hands, deflecting passes, playing the passing lanes, handling the rock. Gets a high five by Coach Khalil. There's an open look by Stackhouse. Rattles around, doesn't go down. However, the Jaguars will retain possession. They'll inbound the ball. Fernandez will have it underneath their basket. She gets it to Walsh. Walsh has a look from just outside the free throw line. No good on the shot, and Cutting Edge has it with 9.5 to go and a 1-point lead, precarious at best. Cutting Edge jumped out to a 9-2 lead in the first half of the half, but since then the Jaguars have gone on a 6-0 run, and there's an unforced error by Cutting Edge, and the Jaguars will have it back with 9:06 to go in the half. Jaguars look to take their first lead of the game. Jacksheimer handles the ball. She bounces it in to Fernandez. Fernandez just a little bit long and over the back of the backboard. .842, Cutting Edge has it. Patsy with the good defense. Oh, they whistle her on a foul. Good aggressive defense. That's the way we like it here in Jaguar land. Sometimes you might get whistled for a foul, but We got fouls to give, so who cares? 8:17 on the clock, 9-8. Jaguars trail by 1. Hattie gets her hand on another one. They're trapping the ball handlers, making it hard to move it around. Fernandez got a hand on that one. The ball's loose. They call a walk. Good hands by the Jaguars. Are these the Jaguars or are they the All-State people, the Good Hands people? I don't know. There's some free advertising for the Good Hands people at All-State. Into the lane goes Jaxheimer. She goes to the rim and gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots with an opportunity for the Jaguars to tie or take the lead for the first time in this game with 7.5 minutes to go in the half. Jaxheimer dribbles 3 times, maybe 4, and swooshes it. And we're all knotted up at 9. 9-9. Second shot is nothing but net. And the Jaguars lead by a score of 10-9 as they've gone on an 8-0 run. There is a long pass. Stackhouse picks it off. Stackhouse gets it into Hatzie. Hatzie back. Over cross court to Jaxheimer. Jaxheimer looks inside. Walsh was open, but only for a moment, so she gets it back to Hatzie. Hatzie bounces it in Stackhouse. Stackhouse dribbles out. She goes left to Jaxheimer. Jaxheimer, nothing there, so she crosses over to the left. Floats it up into the low post. They sling it out. Oh, just a little bit off the mark by Hatzie. Rebound by Cutting Edge. They trail by 1, 10-9 with 6.5 to go.
You ready?
Jaxheimer got a hand on that. Walsh comes up with it. Over to Jaxheimer. Jaxheimer takes it up the right side of the court. She's met by a defender, so she slows it down. Tries to float it into Fernandez. Got picked off, but good defense by Jaxheimer. She steals it right back for the Jaguars. Oh, look at Walsh split the defense. She could go right to the basket, and she does! Right hand, the hook shot is over and in. 12-9 with 5:55 to go. Hatzie with a steal. She finds Stackhouse just a little bit behind, and the ball goes out of bounds. Cutting Edge will have it, trailing by 3, 12-9 with 5:44 on the clock. We have a substitution in for the Jaguars. Taylor Lasorza replaces Hatzie, who played tremendous defense in there for the Jaguars. She gets some instruction from Coach Khalil, while Lasorza, Stackhouse got a hand in on that ball. There's a shot from the free throw line off the top of the backboard. Fernandez grabs the rebound. Over to Jaxheimer. She goes down over to Lasorza. Lasorza in the Walsh. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Jaguars will have it with 5:11 on the clock and a 12-9 lead. You're listening to Stack Monster Productions and the Jaguars Television Network. Ball's loose. There's a jump ball. This possession arrow will favor the Cutting Edge. There's a trap by Lasorza and Stackhouse, and read perfectly by Jaxheimer. Lasorza has it. Oh, she tried to get to Jaxheimer. Picked up. Jaxheimer steals it back, but it's deflected out of bounds.
Good job, Stephanie. Stay. I like that. I like that hustle. Good hustle there. Who's here?
Cutting Edge has been stuck on 9 like Band-Aid stuck on me for quite a while with 4:20 to go. The defense has been tremendous here in the second half of the first half. Good defense by Jaxheimer. Lasorza goes to trap. Up comes Stackhouse. There's a steal by Cutting Edge keeps it. Good pressure by Lasorza, Jaxheimer, Stackhouse, as Walsh and Fernandez lay down low and ready to ambush anything that they try to get into the low post. There's a wild and crazy shot, shades of Steve Martin, circa 1978. The little skit on SNL between Steve Martin and Dan Aykroyd, 2 wild and crazy guys. That was a wild and crazy shot by the Cutting Edge, and it goes out of bounds, and the Jaguars will have it with 3:25 to go in the half. and a 12-9 lead. Jacksheimer spins right, goes around a screen from Stackhouse. Back out, Stackhouse inside the Fernandez. Fernandez just a little bit too long. Good look, Fernandez gets it back. It's tipped out. Lasores has it over to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer pulls it back out. It's got Stackhouse on the right. A screen by Fernandez over to Stackhouse. Stackhouse with a look. Oh, just a little bit off the rim. Rebound by Fernandez. She tips it back out. Actually, it was a shot. It's a little bit off the mark. And Cutting Edge has it. They bounce it inside. 12-9. A steal by Walsh. Fernandez has it. Fernandez right up the middle. Right to the basket. Oh, too strong. Offensive rebound by Walsh. Walsh is good. That's not Joe Walsh in Rocky Mountain Way. Timeout and a 14-9 lead with 2:34 on the clock. As Coach Khalil says, girls, we're doing good, but we can do better. 2:34 to go in the half. The Jaguars once trailed 9-2. They are on a 12-0 run. That's an even dozen. They've held Cutting Edge with a stingy defense and a trapping style out on the perimeter. And they've held the Cutting Edge to only 9 points. No buckets in the last 10 minutes. They retake the court with 2:34 to go. Cutting Edge has it, tipped away. They call it foul at Jacksheimer. Much to the chagrin of Coach Khalil. Was it a foul? Was it not a foul?
Probably not a foul.
Only the men in the striped suits would know. But unfortunately, we must abide by the law of the land. And the law of the land wears a striped suit like a zebra in the jungle. I have no idea what I just said. But does it really matter? It's my television network. 1:56 to go, 14-9. A screen by Fernandez. Oh, what a beautiful feed by Jacksheimer. Goes around the screen by Fernandez, bounces it in to Walsh, and Walsh banks it off the glass for a 16-9 lead. Stolen by Jacksheimer. She could go all the way. Shades of Chris Berman here on the Jaguars television network. 18-9 as the Jaguars are on a roll. Tipped away. Jacksheimer comes in. Hatsey tipped it. Jacksheimer grabs it. Ball goes over to the Cutting Edge, who trail 18-9 with 1:23 on the clock. Number 80 has it. Good defense by the Jags. Last touch by the Jags. And off of Walsh. Cutting Edge will have it with 1:06 on the clock. As they're doubled up right now, 18-9 by the Jaguars. Stackhouse got a hand on that. It's on the floor. There's a jump ball. This possession arrow will favor the Jags with 1 minute to go. Jacksheimer has the ball. Patsy off to the left. Stackhouse camped out in the right corner. Walsh in the middle. Jacksheimer has it. She gets it in the Stackhouse. Stackhouse pulls it back out. Over to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer bounces it in the Walsh. Walsh takes it right. Back to Jacksheimer. She's got 2 men on her. She gets fouled. 33 seconds to go. Jags with a commanding lead. Stackhouse takes the ball, goes off her hands. I don't think she was ready for it. Deflected into the backcourt. Walsh comes up with it. She gets it into Jacksheimer. Too strong. Ball knocks around off of his shoulder. Cutting Edge comes up with it. Good hands by Hatsey. It call a foul, a reach in. 13.2 on the clock.
13 seconds left, no foul.
Coach Cleo not wanting to pick up a cheap foul in the last 10 seconds, calls off the Dogs, but Stackhouse forces a turnover with 7.7 on the clock. As the Jags will get one more look at the basket, looking to extend an 18-9 lead. Inside the Walsh. Walsh turns around. Hook shot. Almost banks it in. And we go to halftime here on the Jaguars television network with the Jaguars on a 16-0 run. And they lead Cutting Edge by a score of 18-9 here on a Sunday afternoon on the 30th of June in Forks Township, Pennsylvania. As we take the court to start the second half, 20 minutes of action left here at the Forks Township Recreation Center. I don't know why I want to say Forks River. Perhaps on a hot, humid day, I'm thinking about the cool, refreshing splash of river water and how refreshing that might be. Although here in the Forks Township Recreation Center, they do have a new invention called air conditioning, so one doesn't have to sweat too much. Jaguars force a turnover to start. Jacksheimer loses the handle. Number 76 goes in and stems the tide as their first bucket in many, many, many minutes cuts the Jaguars' lead to 18-11. Jacksheimer back on defense. She gets called for a personal foul. Coach Khalil with an immediate timeout as she recognizes something that can be rectified. Doesn't want any run here by the Cutting Edge squad as they trailed 18-9 at halftime. They've scored 2. They're going to have possession off the timeout. Coach Khalil immediately addresses the situation and says, we're going to get this, girls. We're going to get this, girls. She goes over the strategy as I text my wife. And Cutting Edge will inbound the ball. Into number 10. Number 10 misses the shot. Rebound by Walsh. Walsh over to Jacksheimer. Takes up the right side. Pulls it back out. Loses the handle. Number 39 has it. That's a foul. That'll be 2 quick personals on Jacksheimer here in the second half. Coach Khalil goes over the strategy, how to ensure that the Jaguars can get back on track with 18.5 to go in the game. They lead by 7 points by a score of 18-11. First free throw attempt was no good by Cutting Edge. Second one rolls in and out. An offensive rebound by the Cutting Edge and a tie-up off the miss by Walsh. Cutting Edge has the ball on the possession arrow. They get it into number 10. She flips it back to number 19. They swing it around to the right. Fernandez and Stackhouse are there defensively. Jacksheimer doesn't want to pick up a third foul. Forces a bad pass, and Fernandez has it. Fernandez into the middle, over to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer takes it left, floats it to Fernandez, turn around, rattles it in off the rim, and a 20-11 lead. That's a double dribble, didn't get called. There's a long three-pointer, it's going to be short. Walsh deflects it out of bounds, and Cutting Edge has it. 17-15 to go in the game. Cutting Edge has it. Back out to 39. Pressure by the Jags. Shot is no good. Offensive rebound. Miss. Lasorza grabs the board. Over to Walsh. Oh no, red, no. Fernandez has it. And Fernandez banks it off the glass. Looked like it was going to be a turnover, but Fernandez read the outlet pass. We have a foul on Lasorza and stole it and banked it in off the glass for a 22-11 lead. As Hattie back into the game for the Jaguars. Shot is no good by the cutting edge. Out of bounds off the Jags. 16:06 left to go in the game. 11-point lead for the Jags. Shot is no good by the cutting edge. Jags grab the rebound. Jacksheimer has it. Bounces it in the Walsh. Walsh takes it strong to the basket. Misses the shot. Jacksheimer tries to steal it back. Fernandez gets it over to Walsh. Walsh to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer misses. She gets it back from her knees. Bounces it out to Fiona Walsh. On the floor. Jacksheimer has it over to Stackhouse. Stackhouse grabs it. Goes left. Bounces it in to Fernandez. Fernandez over to Walsh. Walsh pull back from the paint. Good. 24-11. 15-19 to go. Stackhouse comes in, forces a double team with Hatzie. Cutting edge brings in. Hatzie moves right to her right. There's a step, no call. Missed shot, offensive rebound, and a personal foul on the Jags. They missed a walk inside there. They call Fernandez on the personal foul. The Edgers to the line, trailing by a score of 24-11. First free throw attempt is no good. Second free throw attempt is no good. Jags have it. Jacksheimer has it. Gets it in. Oh no! In the hands of number 46. Fast break. Walsh hustles back on D, but not before a layup on the fast break off the turnover by the Jags. Cuts the deficit to 24-13. 13:52 on the clock. Deflected out of bounds. Jags will maintain. Walsh has it. Walsh gets called for a suitcase. 13.5 to go. Jags still with a commanding lead, 24-13, 13.5 to go. Backcourt pressure by Lasorza. The Edgers are able to beat it. They missed a shot though, and Walsh with yet another rebound. Over to Fernandez. Fernandez drives to the middle. Floats it up. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line. Two shots for Fernandez. First one just a little bit off to the left of the rim. No good. One to come, 24-13, 12.5 to go. Fernandez sets. Off the front of the rim, grabbed by Walsh. Walsh off the glass, no good. Jags hustle back on defense, take away the drive. Fade away jumper, no good from the right side by cutting edge. Jump ball favors the Jags. 12:03 to go.
Go to the screen. Go to the 4 out.
Jags are in the bonus. Jacksheimer dribbles, bounces it in the Walsh. Walsh gets that shot deflected, and Cutting Edge has it. Get it to 39, stolen away by Jacksheimer. Ball's loose on the floor. Lasorza reaches down for it. Cutting Edge gets it back inside the 76. She misses her shot. Ball's loose on the floor. Jump ball goes over to the Cutting Edgers. 11.5 to go in the game. Jags with an 11-point lead. I think the bonus light is lit up by accident, as there's only four team fouls on the Jags and one team foul. Block shot that Walsh came up with it, and Walsh puts it in. Walsh was filling the lane, and she grabbed the miss and put it in for a 26-13 lead. Number 10, her shot's gonna be off to the right. Walsh grabs it. Over to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer, she has it. Takes it into the middle. Over to the right to Lasorza. In the Walsh. Walsh. Back out to Lasorza. Lasorza over to Jacksheimer. Throws up the shot. Off the back of the rim and in. 28-13. 10.5 to go. Tipped away. Cutting Edge goes to run it down. They cannot, and it's a turnover.
Go, Gabby, you're down low on defense.
Drive to the basket and a layup by Walsh and a 30-13 lead for the Jags as they are in command here in the second half. Good defense by Lasorza and Stackhouse. Number 35 tries to push it inside, gets called for the suitcase. There's a turnover. Drive to the basket. They call a personal foul on the Jaguars. They got Hatsy, number 11, on the call. That's the 15th foul for the Jaguars here in the second half. Nine minutes to go in the game. At the line, number 76 for Cutting Edge. First free throw attempt is good. 30-14. One more to come for the Cutting Edge as the clock continues to run. A victory here would lift the Jaguars to 500 at 3-3. Inside the Fernandez, a wide open to Walsh down low and an easy bucket, 32-15. Steal by Walsh. Walsh has Lasorza in the middle. Lasorza pulls up and banks it in for a 36-15 lead, or is it 34-15? 34-15, 7:55 on the clock. Shot is no good. Fernandez grabs the rebound over to Lasorza. Lasorza takes up left side, off her foot. She saves it, back to Stackhouse. No, number 35 jumped the lane and was able to steal that one away. They call a whistle, personal foul on Lasorza. 7.5 to go. Jags in the lead. 34-15. Fernandez has it. She has Lasorza. She's out in front of the pack. And she gets fouled and puts it in. That'll be an and one attempt as the Jaguars run the fast break. Score an easy bucket with one to come and a 36-15 lead with a shade over 7 minutes to go in the game. 7:04 7 minutes now to be exact, as we have a running clock here. Jaguars going to walk away with a victory here. The only question is by how much.
No, don't say that yet. Don't jinx us. Maybe that.
As I look for some pseudo wood to knock on. It's not really wood. The bench is more like a wood composite type material, but I knocked on it anyway as Lasorsa makes the free throw. Good defense by the Jags. Stackhouse says, you're not going around this way, young lady. Try another lane, another street, another avenue, if you will. Shot rattles around, doesn't go down by Cutting Edge. Offensive rebound by number 35. Stackhouse grabs the second miss. Gets the ball back, runs up the left side of the court. They bounce it into Fernandez. Fernandez puts up the shot off to the right. (37-15). 5:55 on the clock. Fernandez gets a hand up. Stackhouse gets on her opponent. 44 from 3, no good. Rebound Jags. There's a miss by the Jags. Fernandez tries to steal it back, down on the floor. Jags will have it with 5:05. Stackhouse will inbound the ball. Sorza has it on the right side. The ball's loose. Cutting Edge has it. Inside, hand up by Walsh. Shot is no good. Jags will have it with 4:39 to go. Four and a half on the clock. 37-15. Jags in the lead. Shot is missed by Jacksheimer. Rebound by Cutting Edge. Walsh and Stackhouse get back on defense. Blocked by Walsh and out of bounds with 4 minutes on the clock. Shot by the Cutting Edge, no good. Offensive rebound and in. 37-17. Jags have it. Go left. Jacksheimer gets a shot blocked. Gets called for the jump. They don't call block, they call a jump ball. And Cutting Edge has it with 3.5 to go in the game. That's a turnover as the ball is dribbled on the line. With a 20-point lead, little things like that tend to get missed, and that's okay. Stackhouse goes for the steal. Stolen by Walsh. Walsh out in front of the pack. She'll go to the hole and she'll lay it in. 3 minutes to go in the game. The Jags once trailed 9-2. They now lead 39-17. You do the math. Shot is no good by the Cutting Edge. Turnaround jumper, no good. Another rebound, miss. Walsh grabs it. Jacksheimer has it. Stackhouse open on the left. Pass was just a little bit too far outside. Cutting Edge has it with 2:27 to go. They trail 39-17. Deflected by Stackhouse. Fernandez comes up with it. Over to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer takes it up the right side. She has Lasorsa to the right, but a lane up the middle. The floater is just a little bit off. 39-17. Deflected by the Jags. Ball's loose. Fernandez has it. Fernandez crosses over. Finds LaSorsa. LaSorsa dribbles out. Looks for Walsh. Walsh was covered. Timeout by Coach Khalil. 1:46 to go, and she's going to draw up a play. Even though the Jags have a big lead with 1:46 to go in the game, you see the score right up there on the scoreboard, 39-17. It doesn't mean this is still not a teachable moment, as these girls are not only here to play and have fun, but they're here to learn how to play basketball. All aspects of the game, and Coach Khalil stresses fundamentals.
Come here, Jack.
As Coach Khalil diagrams the play on the clipboard, the coach's clipboard, a prominent tool in the coaching ranks.
Go blue, blue inside. Go blue.
One wonders what happened
Blue, let's
in the
go.
coaching realm before the advent of the dry erase board and the erasable marker. Perhaps pencils and paper. Tipped away. Stackhouse comes up with it. Over to LaSorsa. LaSorsa with a shot. Rattles around. Doesn't go down. Rebound. Oh, good job. Stackhouse has it. Over to LaSorsa. LaSorsa gets fouled. I pull back for safety. 1:33 on the clock.
Body right here on the side.
Look, Fiona, go now! Look!
Inside the Walsh. Walsh to the left hand and delivers. And you thought Carl Malone was the mailman. Nuh-uh. Fiona Walsh delivers the mail. Rain, sleet, or snow. Turn around. Jumper banks in for Cutting Edge. 41-19. 1:15 to go. Alzheimer takes the ball. In the Walsh. Walsh banks it in. Final minute of action here in the match between Cutting Edge and the Jaguars. Shot is off the mark. 52 seconds left. Walsh has it. Walsh over to LaSorsa. LaSorsa caught too deep. Back out to Stackhouse. Stackhouse swings it over to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer over to Walsh. Walsh drives. Screen and roll. Over to Jacksheimer. Ball's loose. On the floor. Jump ball. 31 seconds to go. Jaguars will have it. Stackhouse has a look. Stackhouse just a little bit long. Saved by Fernandez. Ball's loose. Fernandez tips it away. Over to Jacksheimer. Jacksheimer back to Stackhouse. Stackhouse finds Walsh. Walsh cuts to her. Oh, she swings it right to LaSorsa. LaSorsa to the basket. She has a defender there. We turnover on the Jags, but only 10 seconds to go. And a 24-point lead, 43-19. They floated in. 6 seconds to go. 3 seconds. LaSorsa. 1 second. Stackhouse with a look at the buzzer, but time expires. And a 43-19 win for the Jaguars. After trailing 9-2, they go on a 41-10 run and take the victory with an aggressive pressing style of defense by Coach Khalil. And they even their record at 3-3 here on the Jaguars television network. This is the Stack Monster saying, over and out. Catch you next time here at Stack Monster Productions.